What is the deal, YouTube? I know I'm late, y'all. I know I'm late, okay? Apologize. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to watch Black Lightning 2 or 3 times so I could come to y'all and I could talk to y'all about it. But man, I am really loving the writing on this show. I mean, they're not leaving anything out. Things that you might have thought were left out or thought weren't being seen in the first season have it's already picked up in a second season first episode. I'm not about to talk to you about everything in detail, but I am going to talk to you about major key points and things that I think you should keep an eye on. First of all, the fact that the detective he pieced together that Jefferson and Anissa are Black Lightning and Thunder. Now, with that being said, he is at a crossroads, and this will go on towards the future. Is he going to help them because they are doing nothing but helping their community? And yes, I understand where he's coming from as an officer. He feels like he has the right to do this. He went through the training, went through all the classes. His first year on the force, all worked this all the way up to chief or head of police, whatever title he has right now. So I can understand him being frustrated with someone doing his job better than him when he has put a lot of hard work and hours into it. But at the same time, I can see him siding with them because, dude, this is your community. And if you want to make your community great, you're going to have to team up with other great people, whether you like how they do things or not. If they're benefiting the community, then they should be allowed. Then you should be able to work with them because they're not hurting the community. You might not like their personality. You might not like how they handle things. But if they are doing things to benefit the community in a good way without harming anyone, then I believe they should get a chance. We have still yet to compromise if Black Lightning is in the universe with Arrowverse. I don't think it is. Only say that I don't think it's in the same universe right now is because Black Lightning and Thunder are seen as vigilantes. They are not seen as heroes. They are seen as criminals. So, with that being said, it can't be in this universe because they have Green Arrow and Flash, who are already established superheroes with, Wonder Woman and everybody from Legends of Tomorrow. So they have to be like from Earth. If they are in this universe, they're like from Earth 4, 6, 7. They're from a different Earth because Black Lightning is like, in his universe, he's like the only superhero, period, that we know of. We got, I did not, what's her name? I forgot her comic book name. It'll come to me. But Tobias Wells' right-hand woman. She died the first episode. I did not see that coming, especially by the vice principal who was the spotter for the UAV or whatever the organization was to catch kids. She put her down. Now, that might be the only thing I have a problem with is because she put her down and Thunder couldn't. Like, Thunder is super strong and can basically punch through walls, and this woman killed her with her heel. And she's supposed to have fiber coated skin or something. Like, she's supposed to have like fiber metal under her skin. Like, she's not supposed to be able to die, but she did die. We didn't get to see Khalil in this episode. We saw him call Jasmine, and she's conflicted with getting to know him or calling him because that's like the first boy she ever cared about. And you know what I'm saying? He was on the right path until he lost his legs, and that's understandable for anybody. If you have opportunity to get your legs back or your arm back, you're gonna do whatever it takes besides harm your family. And some people might even go that extra mile. So I can understand where Khalil's coming from. Like, he don't want to be bad, but the bad guys who gave him his legs back. Black Lightning didn't do nothing. Black Lightning is actually the reason why he got shot if he was focused on the job. I'm sorry, I know a lot of y'all might not agree with me, but if he was focused on the job, if he did what he came there to do, he beat up a couple people and then turned around and started talking. No, when you're on the job, you got to stay focused. Lives are in your hands. So, and he knew that the 100 were coming after them. So Khalil's legs are actually on his part. And that's why first season I didn't like it, where when Khalil got hurt, he kept trying to keep her away from Khalil. Like, dude, this is your fault. And you're doing nothing to even console this boy. You didn't come visit him in the hospital. You didn't even want your daughter to go see him. The only time you went to go see him is when you saw him walking down the street with a head full of hair. That's when you got concerned. Like, what, Khalil? What's going on? You walking now? Like, oh, now you care. You wasn't caring when I was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Jefferson? Like, that's my thing. Like, and that's one thing that I feel like he has to do better of. Like, being a principal and a superhero, you have to be indulged in your students and your community's life every step of the way. If somebody loves you and trusts you like that, bro, you at least got to show up once or twice. You know what I'm saying? At least. We found out this episode that he is no longer going to be principal. So we're going to find out what it seems like he's going to be Black Lightning 24/7. This series, for at least for the first couple episodes. I want to know if he's going to get his job back or he's going to go into doing something else. If he goes, I will prefer him to be a principal, but at the same time, I will prefer him to be a vice principal. That gives him more time and free reign to do what he wants to do. Or something like a mechanic, something to where he could step out, you know what I'm saying, or leave the premises without all eyes on him, you know what I'm saying, like he's just a regular guy, you know. But that's wishful thinking, but I do like him as a principal. He's a really good principal. I just think he needs to be more in tune with his students' lives in certain outside of school. We know what you teach them in school, but, you know, just go check up a little bit on them. You know what I'm saying? At least the ones you know are struggling. You know, just go talk to them and tell them what the future could hold for them. You know what I'm saying? If they keep grinding, keep working. Then you have Thunder is going through her phase of being a big sister. Like, she's all in with the powers and the superhero. She's all in. She's ready to not take the mantle of Black Lightning, but I feel like she is ready to step out on her own, like do her own missions. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not gonna always be on the same mission with Black Lightning, because she has been through training. She's more sure of herself, know what she's capable of, know what weapons can hurt her now, you know. So I feel like that's a real big step up. You can have two superheroes in two different places at once. Jasmine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the most beautiful scenes I ever seen, when she was in the bathtub, and it looked like she was, I don't know how to explain it. To me, the only way I can explain it is like it was night. It was like sunlight, right? Like, it was her version. I know I'm sounding confusing, but I can't put it into words. It's like she made the stars come out during the day, if you get what I mean. Like, it looked like you was looking at a night sky when you walked into the bathroom, like one of the most beautiful night skies you've ever seen in your life. And we get more of her and Jefferson, which I really think that relationship needs to be rock solid. That relationship got to be rock solid, from just for how he can say she can feed off of him and he can feed off of her, talking about their energy and their powers, the way they work. He could save her and she could save him. She might be a generator, but even you can jumpstart a generator and you can jumpstart a battery. So like, they work intertwined, which I really think is good. And they're really showing the extent of her powers, that she is stronger than her father. There are abilities and things that she can't do that she will have to learn. And she's still fighting with him on it. She don't want to be a superhero. You know what I'm saying? She's still dealing with the fact, and I love that they don't leave nothing out. She's still dealing with the fact that her mom shot somebody, and she's not even worried about it. She electrocuted somebody that could be dead, and she's not worried about it. We got shot at. We ran out of our town. Like, she's dealing with all that. Khalil's still gone, so she's dealing with a lot. And they're coming up to her like, hey, be a superhero. Work on your powers. Be a superhero. Work on your powers. And she's like, this is what got us in this position anyway. I don't want these powers. I don't want to do anything with them. If anything, I want to learn how to control them, so I don't have to use them ever. Yeah, and she's really feeling it now, because her best friend is calling them all freaks, and she's feeling some type of way. Like, if my best friend felt this way about these people, how would she feel if I tell her I'm one of them? You know. And then it was this one scene, and it was a beautiful scene, but a heart-hurting scene. Like, this boy had got drugged out in a body bag, and he had came back to life, not knowing what his powers is yet. His name is Izzy. I want to go look him up to see if anybody know who Izzy is. Leave it down in the comments if he is a superhero. I was hoping Virgil was in one of those pods, but for the most part, in the pods, it looked like it's all women. If you go back and look at the picture, it looks like it's all women in those pods now, or they probably segregate them, women here, men there. But Izzy wakes up out the body bag, and was confused on what's going on. And his mom just unloaded on him, like, bro, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. It was better if you had died. I was feeling free. I was feeling safer because you was dead. And he's just sitting there looking like, damn, like ma, like I didn't ask for this to happen to me. If anything, this is you and my father's fault for either not keeping an eye on me, or because you guys had sex and didn't know one of you had a X gene in your blood that gives other people powers. You know what I'm saying? And his sister, and this is what I love, brother sister love. She looked at her mom like, Mom, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, that can happen in families. Sometimes the brothers and sisters are more closer than the parents. In a lot of families, that's how it works. But his sister was just distraught, like, yo, what are you saying to him right now? Like, are you really telling him you wish he was dead? She's like, hey, run, get out of here, go. You know what I'm saying? She saved her brother, like, hey, go, I still love you. Get out of here. I want to see you again. You know, and they picked up later of him in an abandoned, like, building, just sitting there on top of a car, like, just going it over in his head. And I'm just like, bro, that must be one of the most painful feelings in the world, especially if you come from a household with a single parent, and that single parent turns on you. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that, bro. Like, so that really touched my soul, because I come from a single parent household, so I understood where his pain was. Like, if that one person that's been there for you turn on you, you know what I'm saying? You really gonna, you gonna feel that. Gambi still got ties. You know what I'm saying? He got Jen hooked up with a job at the AVU or whatever the government organization is, so she can help the children. And I feel like it's a good thing because she knows about him. She's been studying him already. But I also feel like it's a bad thing because you are a direct line to the people that they need to make these children slave soldiers. Super slave soldiers. And what I mean by that is they need, ever since season one, if you've been paying attention, like it's more than 2 seasons. Anyway, like I said, like in season 1, bro, like the whole time they were telling you, we need Jefferson, we need Jefferson, we need Jefferson. Now she's working with the people that needs her husband's powers. Come to find out, we know, they don't know yet, we know that they could even take the youngest daughter and use her or Thunder. They can use either one of them because they were born through natural causes. Their powers came naturally. So her throwing herself into the fire to save these kids is noble and brave. But at the same time, you're putting those kids in danger, your family in danger, and this whole community in danger by doing that, because you are the direct line and the weakest link in the Jefferson household. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, she's not a weak link, this, that, and the third. She is the weakest link. They're all smart. They're all brilliant. But she cannot defend herself if she doesn't have a gun. And she can't fight off 3 to 4 dudes by herself. I'm just saying. The other ones can. They have powers. They have abilities. And Jefferson taught them hand-to-hand combat. So they know how to handle themselves. Jen, on the other hand, looks down on anything violent. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that you are supposed to look down on violence, but you can look down on violence, but always be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but a lot of good movies have a lot of good references. Thor's dad in the first Thor, he said a king or a superhero, whatever you want to call yourself, must not instigate war, but always be prepared for it. Like, you have to be prepared for people coming at you, but you don't go out looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel Jen doesn't get. Jefferson and them don't go out looking for trouble. It just finds them, and they have to be prepared for it. And then we get more back and forth with a husband and wife, and not like any marriage. They're gonna have problems. They're gonna have ups and downs, but it's up to them to work through it. Which I'm loving about this show. Like, it's showing you that not every argument is the end of the relationship argument. Not every argument has to be taken to the extreme of choosing a side and or making the kids choose. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a husband wife disagreement. Y'all have y'all time apart. Y'all reflect. You try to see it, and this is where people get it wrong. You need to try to see things from both sides, and I think that's how marriages work. You need to see it from your side and his side, a woman's side and a man's side. You got to try to heighten your views, and that's what I feel like they were doing with this. And it was I really loved the back and forth that they were giving. I mean, I still don't appreciate or like the fact that even though he's helping people, even though he's out here risking his life on a daily basis, she sees him as an addict, as a like it's a drug to him or something. If it's a drug to save people, I need every officer in the world to take it. I need every person in the world needs to take this drug if that's what it is. Start with the people in prison, so they when they get out, they want to do more to help people than hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how she felt about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a real drug, please, we need that today. But that's just how I feel about Jen. I love Jen. She's a good mother. She's highly intelligent, but at the same time, I feel like she's too passive sometimes until she feels like she wants to take it there. Like, it's wrong for her. It's wrong for anybody else to take it to that level until she does it. You know, and that's one thing I had a problem with. We didn't get to see Thunder's girlfriend this episode and see how that whole relationship worked out. I was kind of wondering if she's still messing with that Asian girl, or after that incident that she had, did she just stop talking to her, you know? So we got a lot to fill out. But that's my thoughts on Black Lightning season 2, episode 1. Like, subscribe, comment, and tell me what you thought. Was it lit? Was it black lit? You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feeling, baby.